Hello my fellow Misfortune fans and welcome to another League of Legends ranked game. We are today trying to abuse the rune Transcendence, which is potentially really broken if you overcap super hard. And we're going to do exactly that. Obviously Transcendence is not that good a rune for solo laners, for duo laners in general, because they reach level 10 so late. But if you hard abuse the rune, it can still be worth it. And we are going for a full black Cleaver stack with lucidity boots for extra attack damage. So black Cleaver is gold efficient 100% even without its passives, and the passives don't stack, so that's good. But with Transcendence it gets even more than gold efficient, which is typically what you're aiming for in completed items. Hello Malphite. So yeah, we get really tanky and we also deal a respectable amount of damage. Playing this with Summon Eerie, simply because Eerie is a guaranteed hit, and every Eerie trigger will apply an additional black Cleaver stack and the Rage passive. Yeah, it should be nice, especially playing against two assassins in Akali and Nocturne. Good hook. Two Eerie procs on Varus, that's not too bad. In the early game it's almost as good as Press the Attack, to be honest. In the late game it's obviously worse than Press the Attack. But yeah, we really need all the three runes, the minor runes from the... Okay, we got that. Yeah, we really need all the minor runes from... Oh, damn minion. From the sorcery tree. Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, and Gathering Storm. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind with this build is that you don't want to upgrade boots unless you already overcap, because lucidity boots don't really do much for Misfortune if she is not converting it into... if she's not converting the CDR into attack damage already. But yeah, she doesn't need boots early anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. Kali with cleanse, huh? Being afraid of Lissandra. Yeah, that Lux is not respecting Pyke in any way, shape or form. You can Q-max with this, obviously. Pyke is doing a good job, though. Gotta admit. Yo, Varus, are you dead too? Okay. Playing with fire, my man. Oh, Pyke, please. Don't get baited like that. Just push in the wave and then we go for a back. I'm not too worried because I have heal. So... Pyke and I should win any exchange here. Alright, what do we want for our... Pyke didn't react, huh? Yeah, he was AFK shopping, which cost us really badly. Well, at least we got a game now, don't we? So I definitely don't want to wait for Phage. Just get another longsword here. Get some early attack damage. Because I would have waited until right now. Which means I lose additional minions and the tower. And also, well, if you get health in lane, it's already good enough. We don't really need the rage passive right now. And health in lane gives us more lane priority. And more attack damage makes it so that we can more reliably last hit. And also, well, we get more all-in damage for sure. So just going double longsword. Cleaver doesn't need two longswords, but the extra longsword just goes into the second Cleaver. Lux overextended again, okay. Maybe she's autofilled, who knows. Still a little bit sick. Maybe I should go see a doctor. Struggling with a cold for quite a while now. It's not that bad, But it's definitely annoying. And I don't want it to get worse. There's really zero reason not to go see a doctor, except for laziness, which shouldn't be an excuse. Yeah, every Q applies Laugh Tap and Eerie. Stacks Mana Flow Band on top of it. Also, Q has deceptively low cooldown if we get to 40%, or when we get to 40% rather. Yeah, we just carefully push this while Pyke is doing his thing. Not wanting to get caught here. Nice angle, almost got me. Couldn't auto there after the Q because attack speed exists. Don't have heal. This Lux gotta be so tilted. I'm super alright. Uh-oh. Damn. I don't know what I was thinking there. Malphite couldn't help me, it was too low. I really don't know what that was. Actually, it might be better to go like this. Yeah. Boots 1 is not too shabby. There's 6. Well, Varus is 6, she's 4. She died 4 times as well. I'm level 6 soon-ish. Yeah, that doesn't work. Does it? So this build's early game is actually quite bad, because you don't have lethality to snowball early. But because of Transcendence and Gathering Storm, this build has an obscene late game. Also Legend Bloodline plus Overheal. Overheal scales with your max HP, and stacking Cleavers just gives you so much. So yeah, late game is definitely in our favor. The tipping point where we start to really kick into gear is when we start overcapping with Transcendence. Before that, not as much, but as soon as we start getting attack damage from that rune is where we get really dangerous for them. Before that, we're just a big meatball with all that HP. I should ward, probably. I'm not sure, actually. If he ults, I will ult, because then I'm rooted anyway, and my ult's drawback is not that big. A lot of unnecessary damage. If you ask me. He just needs to land one more hook, and then I can ult. Preferably on Varus, since he's worth way more gold. Don't even need to ult here. As long as they're in auto Q range, you should better save your ulti. Yeah, nice. What? He's 40 CS? Okay. Yeah. Max CS challenge. A little bit bad angle here. Don't know where the jungler is, that was super risky. But it looked cool. Which should never be an argument to make a play, by the way, just because it looks cool. Got the first Cleaver. Super tanky. 400 health in lane. That's like 5 or 6 auto attacks worth of health.
Enemy killing spree. An enemy has been slain.
Nocturne getting big, but we got so much health with this build that I don't think we need to be too worried. Farming on the tower as best we can. We're 1v2 right now. Need to wait for Pike. Alright. There's ult on cooldown. Ooh, that's big. Heal too late. Almost got 2 of them. Almost. Not quite. Not quite. Just get more health at this point. And attack damage. Well, this is 5 extra AD. It's better than nothing. But yes, as I've told you, before we reach our 50% CDR at least, we are not that strong. You see, we live for quite a while, but our damage is not that significant. I gotta take the enemy heal into account, Pike. I actually don't quite remember if I've told you yet, but this game we're in a max CS challenge. And so far it's looking quite good, 111 at 13 minutes. It's almost almost on curve. We're a little bit behind, but not by much. And if we win this, we earn coins. We can then spend those on riot points. Ooh, she walks right into that. Yeah, walking to a crit like this, with that much HP, I will definitely dive any day of the week. Applying extra pressure to the tower here. I really want to take it down so we get first turret. Oh, okay, Nocturne is here. Should probably not play with fire. Need 100 more for another Cleaver. 100. Ah, not quite. A little bit less than 100. Just making sure that's not warded. Pike might be able to cheese them. Yeah. Want a base right now, but taking tower before that doesn't seem too bad. Boom. Okay. Interesting dive. Yeah, I'm not walking through tower aggro. Idiot. He wanted me to dive with him, but yeah, he has a dash with like 800 range. I don't have that. I cannot just walk through that as if it's nothing. Oh well. We're looking fine. We're starting to overcap now, which really means we can now pop off. Get this, get this. Yeah, this is so juicy. This is 12 AD. And since we already have the Rage passive, it's just way better than Fate. The Kindle Gem. 10 cooldown reduction is 12 AD. And it's only 800 gold and same amount of health. We lose 3 AD, but we pay 400 gold less. 500 damage, not the best, but also not the worst. 100. Yeah, now we're really strong. Push mid, roam bot. Seems viable. Just compare that. He is at 1.3k health. I have almost twice as much. Plus all the cooldown reduction, which is a nice stat on Misfortune. Don't sleep on CDR. Still one-shotting. And the tower lives. Oh my god, the dream. Yeah, Varus was greeting super hard for the tower. He shouldn't have done this, but yeah, just punish if they do that. Push past river and roam. Wadding Dragon. Maybe sets up a play for later. Maybe. Already 36 AD. Obviously we only get 12 AD for free. For the other 24 AD we paid in form of items. But the conversion ratio is very effective. It's super efficient. Plus all the other synergies with HP and our overheal shield. Got all the other lanes pushed, we should just take that, right? Where? Where did he ult? Okay. Speaking of ults. Okay, she flashed away, no point in chasing. Let's take the other ones. Probably didn't need to flash there. Probably didn't need to. He hooked him out of his own ult range. Goofy. Ocean Drake will be very nice. Deals with all our mana problems. We have mana flow banned, but with 40% CDR we can make use of a lot more mana. At least thanks to mana flow ban, we always have enough mana for W. Which is the important part. Right, third Cleaver acquired. Getting obscenely tanky here. Not sure how they are going to deal with this. 160 AD is not the highest, but it's definitely respectable. Got the armor shred, and a lot of chasing potential. Plus, we're pretty much unkillable at this point. Akali or Nocturne, they cannot really one-shot us. That was the worst ult ever. I didn't see where they were. And I just ulted. I just went happy-go-lucky. But yeah, was off by a little bit. As soon as I got withered by Nasus, ult was the best play. Since our attack speed and movement speed is slowed so massively, and ult doesn't care about that. But yeah, we completely missed. A little bit of a pity. farm difference. Oh my god. Oh, we do have enough AD to one-shot casters. That's a very important breakpoint. Also, good for me to compare, so I know we're not all that weak. Yeah, as I've said, as soon as we start overcapping, we get very strong. She really stole that. Could be free. Nice. Mid tier 2 is super huge. Opens up their entire jungle. Yeah, hook Nasus on top of us. Seems like a good idea. Why would you ever do that to your team? I'm running from Nasus and Pyke has nothing better to do than to kill me. Alright. Guess hook supports are not that easy after all, huh? They get at least one mid tower, which is bad. But we do have counterplay. Herald bot lane. Chaco top lane. Nice. Can't help. Too far away. They're all bots and 3 of them are dead, so we just push another wave. Keeping the pressure up. Yeah, see, we got the rage passive just from E, because Eerie is physical damage. Yo, Kali, what's up? No, minion block. Okay. Trying to one-shot me? I wonder why that's a bad idea. Just cheating with lifesteal off of the cute little thing here. Also, we got Drake ticking. Ocean Drake. We will get another one here. Nice. How much do we need? 2,000? 2,200, okay. Oh, I'm dead. Just blindly walking through Nocturne ults. Yeah. That can really make you get into situations where you don't want to be. We're not playing according to the split push. We should not fight as long as we're split pushing, but, well, I didn't pay attention to that. My bad. Need 100 more for our 4th Cleaver. And are we getting a 5th Cleaver? It would be nice, but realistically speaking, we need healing reduction for Nasus and for Akali. So more to remind a 6th item it is. Yeah. Seems viable. We kill Nocturne? Probably can. Just wait a spell shield and then we Q. No reason to Q him into his spell shield. And since their jungler is now down, we definitely can pressure Baron. We live in. Because that's what this build does. It lives. Kind of understandable to surrender in that position. We just take Baron and the game off of that, or at least take their inhibitors. Yeah, there's really no coming back from this. Also the fact that I was so tanky and still dealt the most damage. Yeah, this build's late game is quite obscene. I guess you can, well, you don't have to Cleaver stack if you don't need to. You can also go for Ghostblade and Duskblade. They also provide you CDR and attack damage and lethality. But yeah, just Cleaver stacking for the meme. Also 1300 eerie damage, which is quite substantial for a support rune like that. 60 AD off of Transcendence, that's 1.5 BF swords. Also we won our Max CS challenge most likely, so there's that. By the way, don't forget to join the Misfortune Club and complete challenges yourself. I really want to push our club to at least be better than TM8's club. We can't lose to the club of a Teemo player, can we? But if you want to see my favorite Misfortune build as of now, just click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb.